As long as United are man, I'm happy, man. Buying that Maguire for about 80 million is ridiculous, isn't it? And the last words that come out of his mouth was, "No!" First match I went to was with my teacher, and he was called Mr. Walsh. For some reason, he'd just get like 10 tickets or something. And he'd just go, look, whoever's been cool and all that can come. So we'd go and we'd watch we'd sit in the Platt Lane, I think, and it was like Joe Corrigan or something like that. We'd all be sitting at the back. We'd be about, I think we were about 8 and with our little sandwiches. And that's how I got into it, kind of through Mr. Walsh. With Pep being there, it's a game changer, isn't it? It's just on another level. I think it just keeps them awake, you know what I mean? All that animated stuff. You know, if you've got a manager like Wenger and that, who just sits there, or Ericsson, you know what I mean? Just sitting there in the front, you'd be like that going, yeah, you know what I mean? You want someone just fucking on your case all the time, I think. So I think it does well. But it'll shit when he goes, I guess. I don't care whether we've been bought out by, you know, whoever, you know what I mean? I'd have that any day. We're playing good football and it's amazing, so long may that remain, you know what I mean? Because there's nothing worse than getting beat on a Saturday and you've been beat and your rivals are winning, so I'm in heaven, man, at the moment. If we get beat, I fucking have the hump for about an hour and that, you know what I mean? But then you just get over it, don't you? Because, like, you know, I've got, football's amazing. And to a lot of people, it's the be-all and end-all to them. And I get it, you know what I mean? They're, like, sick for a week. But then we don't really get beat that much, so I don't know what that feeling's like these days, you know what I mean? That was a 90s thing. So these days, I'm like, cured of all that stuff, you know what I mean? Now, we're dead lucky, Man City fans at the moment. I like Sergio Aguero. I like De Bruyne. I like them all, the goalie. I like Silvers. And I'm glad Joe Hart went, because he was a copper in disguise, I think. Him, Alan Shearer, and what's the fuck called, Michael Owen, they are proper coppers in disguise, aren't they? I wish kind of City were doing as well as what they were now when Oasis was doing well. And my theory is, if your teams, you can't have both, you know what I mean? So for me, I mean, obviously I'm doing all right now as this solo fucking thing and that, but which will do, but like my fear was like you can never have Oasis and City doing well at the same time because that's fucking greedy, you know what I mean? And it was the same as the Roses. When the Roses got back, United went downhill and I was going like that, and he's going, you know, I was going, I'm telling you, mate, you can't have the both, man. I was going, well, you're selling out stadiums, your fucking team's going down the pan. Been there. He went, no, you can. I went, you fucking can't. And there you go. And now they've split up, they'll probably do well again, so it's one of them, innit? You watch United have been, you know, obviously we've not done nowhere near what United did under Ferguson, but you're watching United now and like they're off their heads, aren't they? You know what I mean? I can't see that happening for them, you know what I mean, for a long, long time, you know what I mean? Go and get Ollie, man, have him, he'll do business. They'll have Rio next, won't they? Which would be a laugh. They should just get Roy Keane in just to really fucking kick out of everyone and cause a bit of chaos. Buying that fucking Maguire for about 80 million is ridiculous, isn't it? I always look at United, man. I'm asked about Liverpool. You know what I mean? It's United. For me, I look at United scores before City. If they get beat, I'm fucking asked. Tell me later what scores City, how many goals City won. You know what I mean? As long as United are man, I'm happy, man. And I know it's wrong and it's bitter and all that and it's stupid and that and I must grow up and all that, but they moved me down. They made me a Londoner. You know what I mean? Through gritted teeth, they ruined my fucking life in the 90s. You know what I mean? I had to come down here and get with it. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, they ruined my life, so yeah, them f***ers. I remember beating United 5-1, and I had glandular fever, and I was bedridden downstairs on a mattress, and I must have been 16 or something. And everyone's going, oh, it's the kissing disease, but I lost a load of fucking weight, man. I was like 3 stone. I think I was in school, or I might have left school, or I was starting work, and I was too to get up the stairs, so my mum made her put the mattress downstairs, and I'd be sitting there going, I'll get a cup of tea. She'd be like that for about a couple of months. She was going, all right, I'll look after him. But then she's like, Mum, is there any chance I can get can you feed some grapes in my mouth? And then anyway, I was listening to the radio. I wasn't at the match, and I was listening to the fucking City match. I remember us beating them 5-1, and I was up fucking out. It was like a miracle. I was up out of the chairs, just fucking jumping about, fucking gobbing at everything and booting shit in my mouth. And I think that was the end of it. I think my mum was like, you fucking go back to work or school or whatever the fuck you do. The match just went back upstairs and that was it. But I think it was a fucking miracle. So me, beating Man United 5-1 was the one for me. My mate, who goes round, I can't even mention his name because he's talking shit in the press at the moment about how he started Oasis and stuff. Anyway, he had a white van. I wasn't working. He's going, look, he's a United fan. He goes, let's steam up to, was it a cliff or something? And we sit in a van like that, and I'd be smoking like that. And then Mark Hughes come out, and he's Aston Martin. And this geezer turned around and goes, do you want your car cleaned? He's going, he looked at us and he's going, yeah, go on then. So then anyway, we cleaned the cars, whipped out a Henry the Hoover and cleaned the cars, and we did that, man. And he got a proper contract for it and everything, you know what I mean? And obviously I went off and done the Oasis thing and that, but yeah, and then we were doing the city's cars, which were all just Volvos and I think they were just all Volvos. United's were all BMs, and I don't think there was Rolls Royces, but there was a few Aston Martins knocking about. But now you go to cities and it's like stupid cars there now, man. There was more spitting on the fucking just going like that. I can't be arsed going over there. That was the days when I was smoking ganja, so I was a bit lethargic. And you're just going like that, putting it in that thing with soap, and I just go, you fucking dirty red, and just clean it, you know what I mean? There was none of that scratching the with the alloy wheels, none of that. And then there'd be a few quid knocking in the glove compartment, so you'd help yourself to about 30 quid in pound coins, you know what I mean? So it'd be all right, man. I'd be minted, man, so well done, United. It has to be Maradona. I know everyone, like, you know, all the fucking hardcore England fans from Yeovil will fucking, they'll be going, yeah, you dick, what you on about, you fucking all that. But Maradona is a character, isn't he, you know what I mean? I met him at a party in Argentina. He was in a hotel that we were staying in. We'd done a festival, and then the next minute we were in the bar, in the fucking lobby, you know, in the lobby bars. Next minute we see about 30 people just scarping at the hotel. I was going, who's that? Anyway, we find out it's Maradona having a party in a penthouse. So we've asked our geezer, wanted to go up and have a word with him, and anyway he sent it down and said, right, only two of you can come up, the Gallagher brothers. So we've obviously fucked everyone off and scarpered into the lift, gone up there, and he was there, his eyes were like moons. And I remember we were going, look, let's get a quick picture with you and then we'll leave you to it. And he was like, he had this little bottle top and he was like doing headers with it. Anyway, it looked a bit heavy in there, and he was off his face. I remember Vincent Kompany coming, we had shots, and I think I'd been drinking all day, and Vincent Kompany, I was in the town hall, and Vinny Kompany come out. I was going, come on, let's have some shots, and he just walloped about 8 of them. I had about 2, and flew up. And he's going, I thought you were meant to be a hardcore on the booze. I was like, yeah, I've been drinking since 11. Well, you've been fanning about in the pit and all that. But anyway, he was hardcore. I think I had 2 pukes up and got carried out. Well, you know the famous one where we done the fire extinguisher? That was one like in Groucho's. And he was going, go on, you got your rule with it, have you? I was like, shut up, you Geordie. And he was going, go on, and he was giving me all his jewellery, like all this mad gold jewellery, like Mr. T. I was going, I don't want your jewellery, man. And he's going, come on, man. Anyway, I was pissed and he was pissed. And I think he's got that OCD, you know, or one of them where he keeps cleaning up, like every time I put a beer down, there's a little bit of wet patch. He kept cleaning it up, and I thought, I'm going to have him in a bit. Anyway, so he was down, I was getting off out, and I thought, I weren't even meant to be in there, actually. I was banned because I was snuck in on our kids' pass. And as I'm going out the door, I turned around to Gaz, I said, yeah, Gaz, are you and he's going, what are you man, bastard? I just pulled the fire extinguisher out, and he's gone, because I know I'm going to spray the old gaff here now, like with the foam and that. And the last words that come out of his mouth was, no! And I was going, yeah, you Geordie, off, man. I was like Terminator. No, I'll tell you what it was like. It was like what's he called, the little the cocaine film. Scarface, it was just like, come on, you Geordie, and that was it. No! And I just, he was like Father Christmas, covered in water like a snowman. And that was it, and I got barred from there. That was a good time. And then I met him another time, but before that time, it was payback, actually, that was, because I met him, I'd lost my voice, and we were doing Loch Lomond, and he'd signed for Rangers. And anyway, someone goes, look, you can't be staying in Glasgow and that, because you've got to go and chill out and get your voice back for these big gigs. So I went, right, okay, let's go up to this nice hotel up in the countryside. Getting out of the car, me and the security guard, 9 o'clock, I think I'm going to get in, have a drink, like, honey and lemon and all that boring stuff that goes with the job, and I get my head down and I'll be up and I'll be all right and all that stuff. As I'm getting out of the car, I'm greeted by Jimmy Five Bellies. I was going, for fuck's sake, and he's going, heard you were here, man. I was going, yeah, yeah. Actually, I couldn't even speak. My voice had actually properly gone. I was going, fuck. Tell him that fuck it. And he's going, Gaz is waiting for you in the fucking bar. I was going, fucking hell. But I had to walk past the bar to get in the lift to the fucking room, and he's knocking back these tequila shots. Like, I've never seen anyone like proper just going for it. You having a fucking drink then, you man? I was like, fuck it, go on then. Anyway, get into a session with him, don't I? But I was fine actually, man. The booze sort of woke my voice up and that, and the gig was all right, I think. But yeah, I was telling him, I was going, look, I shouldn't be doing this, mate. I've got fucking, come on, you're meant to be fucking rock star, aren't you? I was going, yeah, but I am. I've got one with a shit voice, and it's not well. But anyway, that was that sort of payback time. Glenn Hoddle was talented, wasn't he? I mean, I guess so. Letitia, yeah, I guess so, man. Yeah, there's been loads, haven't there, really? I mean, he's the one that fucking wore his heart on the sleeve, isn't he? The rest are all like fucking robots, aren't they? He's the one that, like, I think he's the most down-to-earth one. You know, everyone goes in a bad way and all that, but I'm sure he's the one that seems to have struggled with coming back into the real world. You know what I mean? Whereas, you know, a lot of them are easy coming back into the real world because they're not, you know, they never really left it. You know what I mean? Whereas he was fucking phenomenal money. You know what I mean? The prices to get in these days are ridiculous. Not that I've paid and that, but I imagine it being expensive. You know what I mean? And having kids and all that, so they should definitely lower the prices. They should bring standing back. Whoever these people are that we're talking about, they want that game for themselves, don't they? So they call us the thugs and all that tackle. They up the prices and that, so we can't go in it. They want to bring it back to the old rattlers days, don't they? Everyone's you know what I mean? The people that make it good are the people like us, you know what I mean? On all that sitting down shit is like I remember going to City, it was City against Everton, I think it was the last game I went to, and I went, I ain't going anymore. Obviously we got in, it was in like the posh end and all that, but menus are coming out and all that fucking food at half time, and like, just like, what the you know what I mean? They're passing the menu around, you know what I mean? And ladies turning around going, excuse me, can you stop shouting? And I don't think I was swearing that day, I was just like, come on. I might have swore, but it was like, everyone was telling everyone to be quiet, and I thought, you know what, I ain't going anymore, I'm going to watch it from the comfort of my house. Eric Cantona, definitely. He's just got a temper, hasn't he, and stuff, you know what I mean? He don't take no shit, and I think, and he's got a bit of threat, you know, he's just got, I don't know, man, he's a bit of a boy, isn't he, you know what I mean? Sergio Aguero's mega and all that tackle, but he's not a rock star, is he, you know what I mean? He's more of a, I'm not digging him out because I like him and that, but he'd be more of a, I'm not going to say it because I love him and that, but I just don't think he's a bit nice, isn't he, you know what I mean? He's our Sergio, whereas Eric Cantona's a bit of a innit, and I think he'd get away with it. You got to be a bit of a to be a rock star. Oh, Balotelli, he'd be a rock star, I reckon, because I just think, you know what I'm saying, it's them f***ers. Second album is coming out on September the 20th, I think, day before my birthday. I think it's got 11 songs on it, 12 songs, and I think they're good, man. Pretty special, some good music on it. It's a lot deeper, I think, the album, than the last one. I think it's more like better songs and a bit more, just got a lot more soul to it. I like them all, man, but I haven't played a lot of them yet. You know what I mean? I played Shockwaves, The River, and I played Once. And Once is the one, I think. Once is a special song. It's the music first, and the words more, you know, there's loads of songs out there with words in it and that, but I think it's the music, the feeling, you know what I mean? That, for me, it's the melody, you know what I mean? Half of the time when I write stuff, it's not really what I'm writing, what I want to really write, you know what I mean? I'm sort of just writing it down and I'm going, you know what, yeah, I'll fucking do. But it's the music and the melody, and if it means, you know, if it's touching in a certain way, but sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get the music right, and you get the melody right, and the words are pretty meaningful. Sometimes you don't get them all at the same time, you know what I mean? It's like Supersonic, like Oasis, what the fuck's that about? It's a good song, and it does something, but what is it about? It doesn't have to mean, certain things don't have to mean certain things all the time, you know what I mean? I don't think too much about it, man. I've never been one of them people that sit down and worry about where it's coming from. It'll happen when it's meant to happen, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people that panic and go, oh, you know, I'm never going to write a song again. I don't give a if I write a song again, you know what I mean? I'll get someone else to write one for me. And then I just go and make it brilliant, don't I? With this brilliant voice of mine. We used to play football on the bowling greens, you know, with Park and that, and like, you know, you're sitting there and you're thinking, you know, football comes to you, it comes to me more than way early before music. Music come to me like when I was about 18 or something, you know what I mean? If I saw someone walking down the road with a guitar case, we'd just be fucking bouncing the ball off his head going, you fucking weirdos, you know what I mean? Because we just thought it was weird. And a lot of them people that were in bands them days, there was none of this. People that were in bands were not like this, you know what I mean? Like they were fucking leather kecks on and fucking biker jackets and they all looked like the Cure or the Smiths and that. They just looked fucking weird and that was not for us. We were all wearing that, so we'd be playing football. So yeah, football all the way. And then I think when the Roses come along, I mean, and then like they and the Mondays and all that, they were dressed a bit more like us, you know what I mean? You go, you know, people like us could be in bands like that. Obviously, you've got to learn a guitar and learn an instrument, but yeah, football was definitely knocked at my door before the music. I think if you get nerves, you shouldn't be doing it. I know loads of people that are throwing up before they go on stage. I'm like, what is up if you had something dodgy to eat? They're going, no, there's people out there. Nervous, man. I tell you when you get nervous, when no one's buying your records and you're looking at a McDonald's, you know, job, trying to fill out one of them, that's when you should be getting nervous. You shouldn't be getting nervous when you're doing well and you've got to go on stage to loads of people who are buzzing off you, you know what I mean? That's when you should get nervous, when you've got a spade in your hand and you're digging an hole. Some days I enjoy the gigs, some days I don't. I know a lot of people that go, oh, it's just great, it's the best thing ever, every night is amazing, even like when we were, it's just everything is just amazing, it's like, off, you know what I mean? I can't handle them lying. When the music and the fans come together, there's nothing, that, as far as I'm concerned, that could touch it. Main Road was the one, man, for me. The both nights was amazing because it's your own town, it's where you used to go and watch the match and that. And it was before, I think it was, we were kind of new that we had lift off, you know what I mean? And then Nebworth was good, but I mean, I can't remember much about Nebworth, but it was amazing because there was loads of people there and all that. And I don't think the gig was much cop, you know what I mean? That's why it's not come out, you know what I mean? Everyone's banging on about a film. I don't think we played particularly well, but the event was amazing. But I think with Main Road, we played well and the crowd, you know what I mean? We had one of them moments where it was just, everything was amazing. I scored an hat-trick that day. And it was left foot as well. I remember seeing a clip of it a bit ago. And I'd been up all night, and I was still drinking, and it was a left footer. And I don't know, I'm shit with that foot, but it was left, and it just went in the net, and that was good. I think I've got an hat-trick. It was more Monty Python vibes on my behalf than sticking the boot in, you know what I mean? But I'm sure there would be a few today. I mean, there wouldn't now, because none of us can walk hardly, can we, you know what I mean? So, no, there'd be none of that, but no. I mean, yeah. No, there was no rough tackles, man.